Welcome to Shop Strategy, the show where we dive deep into the tactics that can help your Shopify store thrive. This section is powered by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps you run smart discount campaigns on your store. You can test it for free on your Shopify store. Today, we're looking at something you've likely encountered, while browsing online stores that kind of pull towards an item with a limited stock label or maybe the appeal of a limited edition product. We've gathered insights on this from the shopstrategy.com, specifically their article, Exclusivity and Scarcity, Limited Quantity Promotions for Shopify, and also some details about the Growth Suite app itself. Now, you, as the learner, have probably felt this urgency yourself, right? And maybe you're wondering how to effectively use this in your own store strategy. Our goal today really is to unpack the psychology behind it all and explore practical ways you can implement these limited quantity promotions on Shopify, but in a way that feels strategic, enhances your brand, and doesn't just feel, forced. Let's get started then. Why is it that seeing limited time offer or only a few left suddenly makes us want something more?
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? It really taps into some fundamental aspects of how our minds work. The article points to, I think, three key factors here. There's the fear of missing out, FOMO. Then there's the perception that limited items are somehow more valuable. And also just how scarcity can actually speed up our whole decision-making process.
FOMO, yeah, definitely a familiar feeling for most of us. The article mentions some research indicating that time-sensitive offers can boost response rates by, up to 10%?
That's right.
And low stock alerts can improve conversions by 50% or even more. That's a pretty significant impact.
It really is significant. And if you connect this to the bigger picture, it's about how our brains are sort of wired to prioritize things that are rare or things that might become unavailable soon. It triggers a very basic instinct almost to secure something that seems like it's in demand or running out.
Okay, so it's more nuanced than just slapping limited quantity on something. The article actually breaks it down into four main approaches. Let's maybe walk through those. First, you have limited quantity itself. Pretty straightforward, right? A finite number of items available. This includes messages like only X left or maybe special limited edition collections and just clear while supplies last kind of messaging. And the article notes that Growth Suite can actually help with this, like displaying these notifications strategically.
Exactly. Then the second type is limited time. So the clock is ticking, essentially. Think flash sales, countdown timers, and Growth Suite offers tools for personalized ones, which is interesting. And also seasonal offers fall into this bucket.
Right. And then there's exclusivity. So limiting who can actually make the purchase, maybe through things like VIP access or member-only collections, maybe early access for certain customers.
Yeah, that's the third one. And lastly, there's what they call social proof scarcity. So showing what other people are doing. This could be like purchase counters saying 15 people bought this in the last hour, or those real-time pop-ups saying Sarah just added this to her cart, or even those progress bars showing, 80% sold out.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting, I think. Especially thinking about you, the learner. How should you go about choosing the right scarcity tactic for your specific store, your particular customers?
That's a really, really important question. The crucial thing is making sure the tactic aligns properly with your overall brand identity and that it resonates with your target audience. So, for example, a brand that really focuses on cultivating a sense of exclusivity. Well, offering VIP access might be a totally natural fit.
Oh.
But if your main goal is just to clear out some existing inventory, then a limited time flash sale would probably be more effective, right?
Makes sense.
And it's also really wise, as the article points out, to always ensure there's, genuine value and authenticity behind whatever offer you're making. Don't fake it.
Yeah, authenticity feels key.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a handle on the psychology, the different types. Now, how do we actually put this into practice strategically? The article really emphasizes the importance of defining clear business objectives first, before anything else.
Precisely. Before you even start thinking about countdown timers or stock levels, you need to ask, what exactly are you trying to achieve here? Are you looking to increase AOV, that's average order value?
Right.
Or are you trying to reduce cart abandonment, maybe attract new customers? Or perhaps you just need to move some excess inventory. Your specific goal should really drive the entire strategy.
That makes perfect sense. Like, for instance, offering limited quantity bundles.
Yeah.
That could be a way to encourage people to spend more, boost that AOV, whereas maybe a time-sensitive discount right at checkout could motivate those hesitant buyers, the ones about to leave, and actually reduce cart abandonment.
Exactly. And understanding your different customer segments is also really critical here. Customers who are maybe new to your store, first-time visitors, they might need more context or perhaps a gentler approach compared to your loyal, repeat customers
Oh, yeah.
and your high-value customers. They might respond particularly well to things like exclusive early access opportunities.
Uh-huh.
Actually, Growth Suite's visitor behavior tracking can be really useful for this. It helps you analyze how different groups interact with your store, which then lets you kind of automate presenting the most effective scarcity tactics for each unique customer segment.
That's powerful. The article also talks about selecting the right products for these limited offers, suggesting things like high-margin items or products that are currently trending, maybe items that naturally complement each other.
Right.
And Growth Suite apparently can even help identify products that might be underperforming, products that could really benefit from a limited promotion to, boost their visibility and drive some sales.
Yeah, that's a good use case.
Okay, now let's get into the real specifics, the nitty-gritty. How do we figure out the right quantity limits? How do we create offers that are actually compelling and craft messaging that persuades?
Well, what's fascinating here is finding that balance, that sweet spot. You need enough scarcity to create a sense of urgency, right? To encourage action, but not so little that you maybe miss out on potential sales or worse, end up frustrating buyers who can't get what they wanted.
Yeah, that's a risk.
The article suggests maybe starting with quantities around, say, 25–30% below your usual inventory levels. And it even recommends A/B testing different limits to really see what performs best for your audience.
Okay, A/B testing makes sense. What about offer structures? Things like tiered discounts, like first 50 get 20% off, next 20 get 10% off.
Yeah, that's one idea.
Or maybe bundled offers with limited availability, or offering a free gift with purchase, but only for a limited time. Those all sound like interesting ways to structure things.
Absolutely. Those are all good examples of creative offer structures.
And the messaging itself, it's definitely not enough to just say limited stock, is it?
Oh, definitely not. Think about the difference. You could say limited stock available. Okay, fine. Or you could say something like, only 7 left in stock, and hey, 16 people are viewing this right now. Secure yours before they're gone.
Wow, yeah, much more urgent.
Exactly. The second message creates so much more urgency, and it also validates the product's desirability through that social proof element. And actually, Growth Suite's AI engine can analyze visitor behavior to automatically present the optimal type of offer to different customer segments. It takes some of the guesswork out of designing those promotions.
Okay, so maybe you're listening and thinking, right, this sounds good, but how do I actually do this tech-wise on my Shopify store? The article covers both the built-in Shopify features and using apps.
Yeah, Shopify does give you some basic tools to start with. You can display stock levels on product pages, that's built in. You can set up low stock email notifications, create discount codes with usage limits. You can also use tags and collections to organize products, maybe create like an almost gone section pretty easily.
Okay, so some basics are there. But for the more advanced stuff, that's where apps come in, right? The article mentions apps for things like countdown timers, more detailed inventory displays, maybe ways to limit purchases per customer.
Right. And this is an area where, frankly, Growth Suite offers some pretty powerful advantages. It allows for dynamic, unique discount code management. So you can generate single-use codes for really targeted time-sensitive offers and have them automatically expire.
Single-use codes are good. Prevents sharing.
Exactly. It also has a really engaging countdown timer feature that can actually be personalized for each visitor. It might even create unique deadlines based on their specific browsing behavior, which is quite clever.
Personalized deadlines. Interesting.
Yeah. Plus, Growth Suite integrates directly onto your product and cart pages, making the whole implementation process very smooth, very efficient for the store owner.
That seamless integration is key.
Yeah.
Now, it's so important to remember, isn't it, that these tactics should ultimately improve the customer experience, not detract from it or feel like overly pushy. Where we actually choose to display these scarcity indicators, product pages, the cart, homepage banners, the placement really matters.
Absolutely critical. And the visual presentation is also key. Using maybe attention-grabbing colors for the urgent offers, having clear, easy-to-read timer designs, incorporating those limited edition badges visually, these can all be effective cues.
Good visual design, yeah.
And of course, mobile optimization. It's just non-negotiable these days. Everyone's shopping on their phones. Growth Suite even has a notification center specifically designed for mobile users, making sure those offers are visible and accessible no matter how people are browsing.
Mobile first thinking, always. Okay, so it's not just about what customers see on the store itself. How can we effectively communicate these limited offers through other channels? offsite.
Right, good point. Email marketing is still incredibly effective for this. You can create segmented email sequences for different customer groups, send abandoned cart reminders that specifically highlight the limited availability of an item.
Oh, that's smart for abandoned
Well,
carts.
yeah. Or offer VIP early access exclusively through email. That makes your subscribers feel special. Then there's social media, obviously. With tailored strategies for each platform, maybe collaborations with influencers, you can generate significant buzz around limited
Right,
items.
social buzz.
And don't forget about on-site notifications too, like strategically timed pop-ups or those exit intent offers that appear when someone's about to leave your site. Growth Suite also provides tools for personalized email capture campaigns. You can link those captures directly to specific time-limited offers. It's a great way to build your list with people already showing interest.
Building the list while creating urgency. Nice combo. Now, this next point is really important, I'm sure, for you listening. How can we be absolutely sure we're using scarcity ethically, in a way that feels genuine and doesn't damage that crucial customer trust?
Authenticity. It is absolutely paramount. Number one rule. Never, ever create artificial or fake limitations just to pressure a sale. People see through that eventually.
Definitely.
Avoid constantly running urgent sales, too. If everything is always urgent, nothing feels urgent, and it just erodes trust over time. Always ensure your inventory counts are accurate, up to date. That's basic hygiene, but critical here. And tools like Growth Suite, again, can help by facilitating genuinely personalized offers with real limitations, rather than just showing the same misleading only to left message to every single visitor.
Yeah, that fake urgency is a real turnoff. So what about when customers do miss out? It happens with genuine scarcity. How can we handle that situation gracefully?
That's a good question. Clear communication is key. Be upfront if something's sold out faster than expected. Maybe, if it's technically feasible, you could offer a short grace period, or at least clearly suggest similar alternatives that are currently available.
Offer alternatives, okay?
And also, just make sure you've thoroughly tested your inventory management systems. Avoid those technical glitches that incorrectly show items as out of stock when they aren't. That's just frustrating for everyone.
Absolutely. So, switching gears a bit, how do we know if these limited quantity promotions are actually working? Measurement.
Right. You absolutely need to track your key performance indicators, your KPIs. Look at changes in your conversion rates specifically for these promotions. What's the impact on your average order value, your overall revenue per visitor?
The core metrics.
Exactly. Also monitor customer behavior metrics, like does scarcity shorten the time it takes them to make a purchase? How does it affect your cart abandonment rates? These give you valuable insights. And finally, keep an eye on your inventory management metrics, like the sell-through rates for these specific limited items. Are they moving faster than usual? Growth Suite actually offers detailed analytics and reporting for this, including a neat sales funnel report that lets you visualize each stage of the buying process and see exactly how your campaigns are influencing behavior at each step.
That visualization sounds helpful. And I assume, just like with any marketing effort, A/B testing is going to be key here as well.
Oh, absolutely. You should definitely experiment, test different scarcity elements, maybe the wording, the timer design, test various quantity limits like we talked about, test the timing of your promotions, see what resonates most effectively with your specific audience. And Growth Suite can actually leverage its advanced behavioral targeting to help you create very specific audience segments just for your A/B tests. This helps maximize the relevance and hopefully the potential for a positive result from those tests.
Smart testing is better testing.
Okay.
Looking ahead then, the world of e-commerce is always changing. What does the future hold, do you think, for scarcity marketing? Any trends emerging?
Yeah, it's interesting. We can definitely expect to see even more sophisticated uses of AI and personalization, potentially leading to things like predictive quantity offers where the system anticipates demand, or maybe dynamic pricing that adjusts automatically based on real-time interest and stock level.
Wow, dynamic scarcity.
Yeah. Augmented reality, AR, could also create completely new interactive ways for customers to experience limited edition items online before buying. Imagine trying on a limited sneaker drop virtually.
That would be cool.
And even some emerging tech like blockchain and NFTs, they're being explored as methods to create truly verifiable digital scarcity, especially for digital goods or collectibles.
Verifiable digital scarcity. Fascinating. It's amazing how these fundamental psychological buttons are being pushed and amplified by all this new technology.
It really is. The principles stay the same, but the tools get smarter.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the learner? Hopefully this deep dive has given you a solid understanding of the power of limited quantity promotions. and hopefully some practical ideas on how to implement them ethically, strategically on your own Shopify store. Remember, the goal here isn't just to pressure a sale. It's about generating genuine excitement, providing real value for your customers. This shop strategy session was powered by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps you run smart discount campaigns on your store. It offers comprehensive visitor tracking, which helps understand customer behavior. It predicts purchase intent to deliver timely offers, and enables personalized, time-limited promotions. Key features include dynamic discount code management. That's for those unique offers we talked about. A customizable high-fidelity countdown timer to create urgency, and seamless integration right onto your product and cart pages for a really intuitive customer experience. Growth Suite's advanced behavioral targeting lets you create highly specific audience segments for your campaigns, making sure your offers reach the right customers at just the right time. Plus, its personalized email capture campaigns can help you grow your subscriber list with genuinely engaged leads. Remember, you can test Growth Suite for free on your Shopify store. Thanks so much for tuning in to Shop Strategy. We really encourage you to think about the insights we've discussed today. Consider how you might ethically integrate scarcity into your own e-commerce strategy. What kind of truly special limited edition product could really excite your customers? What kind of time-sensitive offer might just nudge those hesitant buyers over the finish line? Give it some thought, experiment carefully, and we'll get you on our next deep dive.